I guess, guys, the military, the 1.3 million soldiers, military soldiers that serve in the United States Armed Services will be getting paid. That's Trump came on this morning or this afternoon and stated that. I got the information. Uh, so I guess our troops will be paid. So we still have defense on the southern border, all over the world, all over our military bases. So that's what I'm happy about is where our country is able to be defended, um, and the soldiers we get paid and their families will be okay. I was worried about Congress coming together and deciding to make that happen because they all pointing fingers at each other. Uh, but at least we got that taken care of. So, and what I'm hearing is they might, guys, they might extend it out longer now since that's off the table, you know. And there definitely is a gridlock on the healthcare. So that 35 days that we've been the previous one, we might be moving towards that direction. I don't know, but right now that part is off the table. That put a lot of comfort in Americans that understand sovereignty, nation sovereignty, and what's happening with the borders and what we're trying to do to correct lawlessness, and that's both sides of the aisle. Democrats and Republicans that agree with that to a certain extent. That there has been a lot of laws that was violated that we're trying to get back and correct and reestablish. So, what is your opinion? Leave a message down below, comment, like, and subscribed. I really want to hear what you think. Is this a good thing that the president is going to talk to the Department of Defense and get, I guess, discretionary funds? He didn't say that, but the media is saying where he's going to get the funds. I'm just imagining there's discretionary funds from the Department of Defense that'll pay out to the via the Congress that'll pay out to the military soldiers active duty. We have 1.3 or 1.2 million active duty soldiers that's protecting our nation, our defenses, keeping us aware of everything. So we're happy that's needed. But without further ado, let's hear what's been said at the White House with the president. Without further ado, it's interesting.
As the government shutdown continues, President Trump says he's ordering the Department of Defense to make sure active military get paid next week. Here in central Georgia, that means nearly 4,000 people will be paid who work on Robins Air Force Base. Active duty troops are supposed to be paid October 15th. It's not clear where the money is coming from within the department, but the federal spending bill passed in July allocated billions into the Defense Department. House and Senate leaders butted heads all week about working to pay the military and resolve the funding disagreements.
You got 1.3 million troops, active duty soldiers and airmen, sailors. They're going to miss their check on October 15th because the Democrats dug their heels in.
Sure.
They're not doing their jobs. He needs to make sure that they're back here. If anybody is preventing troops from getting paid, it is the Speaker of the House.
Now that the military will be paid, the shutdown could stretch on longer since this negotiating point is off the table for the.
Well, we see now, guys, that this been cleared and everything is moving in the right directions. So this is off the table. I wonder how long it's going to take now, since both of these people have dug in their heels and decided this is not going to be a problem. So we'll see what's going on. Let's a little bit of this.
For the political prospects of the Democrats, but every day that it goes by, it gets a lot worse for the American people. Now, Democrats, senators might start to feel that a little bit personally when they try to fly out of airports and you see some of the impacts that are already occurring with respect to TSA and air traffic control. And families around the country are already seeing the impacts and it's about to get a whole lot worse. Because we just needed 5 more votes, 5 more Democrat votes that the Democrats wouldn't give us yesterday, the American people are going to miss a lot more and feel a lot more pain and miss a lot more paychecks in the very near future. So shame on the Democrats. Shame on the Democrats for doing this to the American people. I mean, look at that. Really? Every day gets better for us? Every day gets better for us. That's their thought about what this shutdown means. So shame on the Democrats for what they're doing to the American people. Republicans want our troops to get paid. We want our traffic controllers to get paid. We want our TSA agents to get paid. We want our border control agents to get paid. And we have voted that way now in the United States Senate 7 times to open up the government. Democrats in the Senate are the last hurdle to getting the government open again and the American people back to work. But what? Instead, they've decided to pander to their far-left activist base who are cheering what's going on here. And the Democrats tend to be so afraid, I guess is the only thing, or running scared from that far-left activist base, that they are willing to put that ahead of what's in the best interest of the American people. Well, it's time for them to get a backbone. It's really time for the Senate Democrats to show a little courage and put the American people ahead of their far-left activist base. They have
I don't agree with some of their statements. I just don't like that. But let's hear what the House speakers had to say.
to work for the American people. Speaker Johnson.
I want to thank Leader Thune for strong, principled leadership over here in the Senate. They have held the line and done the right thing. I'm so delighted that he keeps holding up our House product here. Obviously, this is something we're very proud of. Why? Because it is a clean CR. And what is so historic about what's happening right now is that never in history, never before have you been able to write that a party closed the government over a clean CR. This is the first time. These political antics are frankly ridiculous, and real Americans are being hurt. In my press conference a few hours ago, many or most of you were there, and we talked about how Chuck Schumer is very clearly, and the Democrats, who are his accomplices here in the Senate, are very clearly causing pain for the American people for their own political survival. And I shared a couple of headlines. I'll share them here again. Politico yesterday, their headline, quote, Chuck Schumer's critics are satisfied. See, he's trying to appease the radical left base of his party. That's clearly what's going on, and no one can deny it. And apparently it's having the desired effect. Here's another one. CNN reported yesterday, Democrats say even missed paychecks for U.S. troops won't be enough to end the shutdown alone. It continues. The co-founder of Indivisible, radical left group, as you know, Chuck Schumer hasn't surrendered yet. Quote, I call that progress. David Hogg, the former DNC vice chair, too radical even for the DNC. They kicked him out. Okay, he said yesterday, we give credit where credit is due. This is a big step up for Chuck Schumer. There was Democrat aid. This one's.
I'm gonna stop right here, guys. I'm gonna end this with this. I think it's moving in the right direction. Now we hear that the soldiers getting paid, so that's off the table. So I think we're moving a little closer to ending this shutdown. Hopefully, the healthcare still a major effect, and that's gridlocked in the House and Congress. So hopefully we'll figure out what's going on with this and decide which direction the Congress is going to move. But it's up to the citizens to put pressure on their representatives and senators at the U.S. at the Congress level, federal level, to make this decision happen, because they don't want to hold the purse. Leave your opinion, a thought, comment down below, and let me know what you think. Because this is a major obstacle. Have a nice day.